We're going to do a review of the Hedgehopper jet construction manual and show you what's in the manual and how to build a cardboard jet made from one refrigerator box. It's the only toy that's out there right now, and hopefully your son or daughter will enjoy it just as much as my son did when I built it for him. So anyway, here's the manual and the opening page, of course. And the first thing I need to tell you is the Hedgehopper jet does not fly. It never was intended to fly, nor it's capable of flight in any way, shape, or form, and was designed only for the enjoyment of children who love airplanes and playing with toy ones. This toy, and it's a toy, and that's it. Do not allow children to attempt flight in this design by jumping off tables, chairs, ladders, or anything. To put it simply, don't even think about it. So that's just a thought right off the bat. In your manual, it tells you all your parts and tools, gives you a complete list, and it shows the afterburner assembly. It shows you templates to show you how to cut your parts, and piece together a full-size template in the manual, and we'll show that later on. It shows your parts, how to start with an afterburner, cut it out, and bend it. And we put a black piece of electrical tape on it and make a circle, and then taper it inside, and then add more tape, and you have the afterburner. The inside of the afterburner is nothing more than a Dixie cup that's cut down in size, and a piece of cardboard is added, and then it's spray painted, and then it's all mounted to the tail section of the plane, and then slots and tabs, and it's painted and taped, and then you have your afterburners. It's that quick and simple. The nose section is probably the more difficult piece in the assembly, but I don't want to scare you. It's very easy to do. Just take your time with it. It's all laid out in the manual. It shows you step by step how to cut your parts out and how to assemble it piece by piece. And all the parts are glued and taped together. And it shows you all the parts are labeled alphabetically, and shows you how the nose is put together. Once the nose is put together, then you cover the very tip of the nose with black electrical tape. Very simple to do. Here the windshield assembly is three cardboard pieces, all the same. They're taped together and then wrapped with black electrical tape. Then the control stick on the inside is the only piece of wood that's in the jet, and it's just a small little T with a hole in it, and then a wooden dowel and a wooden ball on the end. And the wooden ball you can get at most hobby stores or craft stores. They carry them very easily. And the T can be cut out with a simple handsaw or jigsaw. Very, very quick and easy thing to do. This is mounted to the control stick panel that's in the nose of the jet, and it's mounted in and glued and taped. And then here's the wing section, or actually the tail section and the wing section, and they're added together with slots and tabs, and it's all taped together, and there's different spaces in there. It shows you all in the manual how to do it. Here's the main assembly for the fuselage. This is the nose section going together, and then the nose here is added. The nose piece we just did was added with a few more harness pieces for the strapping that goes over your shoulders. Your son or daughter doesn't have to hold this jet up. It's got straps that goes over their shoulders, so it makes it a lot more fun for them to play with it, and it's just safer all the way around. And there's more supports on the inside to mount everything. And this is your mid-nose panel, and this is a setup for this section here. It shows the more parts of the nose. It shows your windshield going in and your dash assembly, and that's all painted black. It looks so much nicer when it's done at that time. Then your cowling is put on. It's just, again, it's all cardboard. It shows you in the manual how to cut this cardboard up and fold it just right and bend it so that you can wrap it over the nose. And again, the whole jet is put together. Majority is put together with packaging tape. It's done this way so that if your son or daughter is playing with the jet and say they mess up a wing, and so well, you can cut the wing out and make a new one, put it back in, and they can continue playing with it. So then it's not ruined right off the bat. So then the jet is, the windshield is put in, and the plastic for the windshield is nothing more than a plastic very similar to what's used in an overhead projector. And you can find this at hobby stores, craft stores. I've even found it at places that sell cloth for clothing. It's a very lightweight plastic, but it's not something that will shatter. You could crumple it up like a piece of paper and it would not cut you. And I did it this way so that your son or daughter would not be harmed in any way if they happen to fall down with the jet. So here's the control stick being put in the front of the jet, and it's mounted underneath and taped in. And then all the seams and everything are taped off. And then the jet is flipped over, and then the afterburners are added, and then the rear panel is added, and then the upper portions, there's some strips that go up alongside the cockpit. Those all get taped in place. Here's the bottom panel I was speaking of, and that gets all put in, and your straps are put in. And in the nose section, here we took the nose and wrapped it with just regular masking tape, and then covered it again with black electrical tape and give it a nice black nose on the jet. At this point, the jet is already built. It's that quick and easy. And so at this point, you want to paint the jet because you don't want the jet brown. So I took the jet, and you tape off the nose, and you tape off the windshield and the afterburners and the control stick and your straps for your shoulders. The straps could be put in actually later. That's all in the manual. It just saves it. It's simpler when you paint it. Spray paint it gray, or you can paint it camouflage if you like, and flip it over. And actually, you take all the edges on the wings and tape those too. Same with the vertical tail sections. Tape all the edges. It makes it look solid and gives it more protection. Here's the strapping, shoulder straps, and it shows you how to install those. This is just a nylon webbing. You can get it at any hardware store, complete with buckles. And they get put into little triangular holes behind the pilot and right alongside the joystick, and they get looped in, and so that your little pilot can have this held up, and they won't have to hold the jet up. And it shows where your decal should go on the jet. And in the plans here are a complete set of paper decals, and you'll see them here in a minute. And then you go farther down in the manual, it has all the parts, all the drawings for all the parts to make the jet. And it shows you all the exact dimensions that you need to create it. And again, a large portion of these are just nothing more than cardboard. Here's the wing. The wing is 46 inches wide, and the whole jet is like 5 feet long. So it's a very good sized jet, very lightweight, very easy to build, very fast build, very inexpensive build. Here's the sides of the fuselage, and we'll jump forward here a bit. All the different pieces that are in it. It's all in the manual. And there's 35 pages in the manual, 25 technical drawings, 13 templates, 13 decal pages. And so it's quite detailed. Here's your template for the afterburner. And all your templates for your nose, full size. And you trace those out onto cardboard to cut them out. Different miscellaneous pieces in the fuselage. Here's your templates for your, I should say, your decals for the jet, all in full color. And you can cut these out and glue them on with a glue stick, and it works very, very well. You could even, if you want to get real elaborate, you could probably coat them in plastic if you wanted to, but I found there's really no need to do that. And it has numbers and the Air Force emblem and the like. So then you're all set. This is the, again, the review of the Hedgehopper Jet Construction Manual, and I hope you consider purchasing a set. Thank you.